financial administration of a mobility during its enactment can be a fairly simple or complex process. That depends, of course, on the SEDIC organization's experience and the preparations taken in earlier stages. For example, if an organization has carefully calculated all aspects of the mobility in regards to transportation, accommodation, diet, but also the educational and cultural activities, then the administration of this mobility becomes a lot easier. If for some reason this approach is not viable, then well-organized supervision and financial management is needed during the mobility's course. For this reason, the SEDIC organization appoints a person who partakes in the mobility as a participant or an attendant to take on the role of the financial officer of the mobility. The officer, in conjunction with the project's administrator, are the two persons responsible for the financial management of the mobility. It is advised to schedule a meeting between the two prior to the mobility to discuss matters such as the available budget per category, which aspects of the mobility have been paid beforehand, and the expected use of budget on expenditures. For example, if the plane tickets have been paid beforehand, that is before the mobility, but the travel expenditures of going from the airport to the hotel have not. In this instance, the person responsible for the mobility knows that we'll have to get 10 tickets, costing for example, €2 each, so the total expenditure accumulates to about €20 after arriving at the country. In most cases, payments can be issued through a credit card, which is also helpful considering the records of purchase history greatly benefit our monitoring process. Unfortunately, not all payments can be made with a credit card. For this reason, the person responsible should reserve a portion of the total expenditures budget in the form of cash. An Excel file is created beforehand, in which the person responsible can keep a record of all transactions. The recording process takes place mostly at the end of the day, for obvious reasons. This file should be available in cloud storage space for safety. In our case, we use OneDrive, so we can instantly and efficiently update all information and provide access to both parties. This allows us to simplify the budget's monitoring and the immediate application of corrective measures. For example, if for some reason in one of the mobility's dates spending surpasses the pre-calculated amount, there will be a readjustment of the available budget so we can stay within limits. On the other hand, if a day's spending amounts to less than the pre-calculated amount, then we can use the remaining budget for other activities such as food and activities for the rest of the days. The Excel file includes two tabs. The first one is split in half and contains the original budget per category, but also an estimation of requirements per said category. The second tab, which we'll talk about in detail, includes the actual spending that occurs during the mobility. Each row represents an expense. There, we record specific information for the given expenditure, such as the company's name, the type of company, the date of transaction, amount, cost per unit, overall cost, and of course the method of payment used. The expenses are categorized as such. We have main transportation. Usually this section includes records of airplane tickets, local transportation form, and from and to the airport, metro tickets, bus tickets, etc. Expenses on things such as snacks, cafe, and food expenses. These categories are divided between and are recognizable by their assigned color. Furthermore, there is the possibility for the automated recognition of a transaction regarding the payment method, credit card, debit card, or cash. The result of this process is the instantaneous monitoring of expenses regarding the payment method. In practice, this tool gives us real-time information at any moment and helps us keeping track of the balance between cash and credit card transactions. Finally, at the bottom of the sheet, there is the sum of all expenses, of course, in which we can create different calculations and logical statements for the most efficient financial administration.